Marvel Rivals, the greatest superhero shooter that's ever existed. When I tell you I'm addicted to this game, I'm addicted to this game. And the hero designs are perfect. Everything is just amazing. This game is peak. But I have a wish list of heroes and villains that I wish could be added to the game. So here are my top 10 heroes and villains that I think should be added to Marvel Rivals. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down what heroes and villains I want to be added to the game. But in the background, I'll be playing my 40 kill competitive games. So if you guys want to see more competitive games and just overall gameplay from Marvel Rivals in general, let me know by liking the video and commenting down below. To start off, number one, we have Colossus. I mean, Colossus would just be super dope. He would be obviously a Vanguard, a tank. He would be super beefy, big health pool, and then overall he would just be really cool to have. I think Colossus would look pretty good, and I think all of the abilities that Marvel Rivals could add to the game would just make Colossus that much cooler. So, coming at my first pick, I pick Colossus. Let me know down below, what do y'all think? Do you guys think that Marvel Rivals should add Colossus? I think so. Alright, coming in at number 2, we have another tank, but I think this one would just be so cool. We have Juggernaut. I mean, Juggernaut would just be super dope. Just a huge tank. Again, super beefy, super large health pool, but he would just be so badass. I think having Juggernaut in the game is a must-have. Like, with all the destructible walls and stuff in the game, I think he should have an ability where he can just run right through the walls like the Kool-Aid Man and just overall have some cool stuff. I think he should have like a headbutt ability, something like that. I'm not too sure, but with the destructible environments, I think he must have an ability where he can just run right through it and just take down walls, take down buildings. I think that's just a given. I think that would be so super dope. Next pick, I'm picking Mysterio. I mean, they could do so much stuff with Mysterio that I think would look so cool, especially on the cosmetic sides, and possibilities are endless, honestly. Like, he would look super dope. I think for some of his abilities, he would be like, I think he would kind of be like a Loki kind of player, where he would obviously like spawn clones of himself and stuff like that. I see Mysterio as a support player, just like Loki, honestly, I think. But obviously, they can do a lot of stuff. Like, they can have Mysterio flying or whatever they want to add, and I think he would just look really cool as a support player. And then we need more support players, but I think if we have Mysterio as a support player, a lot more people will play support, which is what we need in this game. So I think that's just a given. I think Mysterio would be super dope, and with the art style and how Marvel Rivals have done all the characters in the game, he would be super dope. He'd be super badass. So I think Mysterio should be added for sure. Again, I think he would be a support player. So for my next pick, I need y'all to hear me out, because this is a wild pick. I'm not gonna lie, this is a wild pick for sure. But my next pick, I want MODOK. And again, I feel like he would be a support player, but the way his abilities would work, I think he would be more like, he would spawn maybe different gadgets and different like little drones, maybe stuff like that. But just imagine a goofy MODOK running around and, healing people and spawning cool like robots and drones and just having different abilities, and just, I think he would look super goofy and super funny, and I think a lot of people would like being MODOK for sure. So I believe they should add a MODOK to the game. Let me know down below, what do y'all think about MODOK? Is that a no, yes? I don't know. I want it to be a little bit different. I think they add, some different characters, some characters that people not really care about. So I think if we add MODOK, it would be pretty good. I think they would do a pretty good job with it. For my next pick, we have a Spider-Man villain. This time, the Green Goblin. I've seen a lot of people talking about Green Goblin being added, and they want Green Goblin, and I think it's just a given. I mean, Green Goblin would just be super dope. Like, having him fly around, throwing pumpkin bombs, kind of like Iron Man with his AoE damage, like throwing the pumpkin bombs and just spreading out damage. I feel like he would play a lot like Iron Man, and I think he would be really dope. So for his abilities, obviously his pumpkins, he could probably use his glider to ram into people, maybe doing some damage with that. But I think Green Goblin would just be super cool and super dope. And then again, with all these characters, I'm just thinking about the cosmetics, honestly. I think with all these characters that I'm naming, all the cosmetics would be super dope. And honestly, Marvel Rivals is going to make me poor. I mean, I'm having a blast on this game, honestly. For my next pick, I haven't actually seen anybody talk about this, but for my next pick, I'm picking Sabretooth. So I see Sabretooth honestly as a tank, as a vanguard, just because he, we can make him super big, and then it would be kind of canon to how short Wolverine actually is. And I think Sabretooth would just be super dope. I mean, having Sabretooth and Wolverine have those interactions in the game, and just Wolverine as with another enemy with Sabretooth in the game would just be super dope. And having, obviously Sabretooth would play a lot like Wolverine, but again, it's Sabretooth. I feel like they could do a lot of stuff that's different. Again, I'm not a game designer or a game dev, so I'm not too sure what the abilities would be, but to me, I see him as a vanguard and a tank, and I think they could make Sabretooth really, really cool. And I do hope they add Sabretooth to the game because, to be honest, I just love Sabretooth. I think that'd be super dope. And if they add Sabretooth, I'm going to be using him a lot, that's for sure. For my next pick, I actually haven't seen anybody talk about this. I've watched a lot of videos like the one I'm creating right now, and no one has talked about Red Skull. I mean, Red Skull is just a given. They have maps, Hydra maps, everything like that. I think they need to add Red Skull, and I see him as a duel, maybe a strategist. I was gonna say a duelist, but honestly, I can see him as a strategist. I think he would be a lot like Cassidy from Overwatch, just with his pistol. Maybe spawning in some minions to fight with him, or just different stuff like that. Like, I think they could make Red Skull super cool, and I really want to see Red Skull added, especially seeing all the interactions between him and Captain America, and then obviously with the Winter Soldier and just stuff like that. I think it would be pretty dope to have Red Skull added. And I think it's just a given, especially with the maps. They have so much potential for stuff, and I just really want to see Red Skull. Plus, with the art design, and again, with the cosmetics, I really just want to see Red Skull. Let me know down below. Do y'all want to see Red Skull being added? Let me know in the comments down below, because I think it's a good idea. I think Marvel Rivals could really make a Red Skull look pretty cool and pretty fun to play. And again, another support character just to get that support role going, because, man, playing these ranked games and just playing it in general, I barely see any support players. So I think having Red Skull as a support would be pretty dope and would bring a lot more people playing support for sure. My next character, I'm picking Quicksilver. I mean, this is kind of a tough one of how they can do it. I think, I trust Marvel Rivals if they do add Quicksilver to make him hopefully balanced. But I think Quicksilver would be super dope. I mean, having a speedster is just a given. When you have a superhero game, there's going to be speedsters. And I think maybe he can have an ability where, kind of like Psylocke, where in her ultimate it kind of has an AoE area, where I think they could have Quicksilver have an AoE area that if you step onto it, you go into slow motion, and he's just super quick, and he just like does a ton of damage. I think they could make that pretty cool. I think that could be a big ability with him. And then obviously having a team up with Scarlet Witch, and then I see Quicksilver as obviously a duelist. I think, not too sure, maybe a support. You could argue support, but to me, I see him as a duelist. But yeah, then again, Quicksilver would just be super dope to add to the game. I think with his super speed, they can add a lot of cool abilities and stuff like that. I think it would look super cool. And then again, cosmetics-wise, it's endless for Quicksilver. I mean, it would be super dope having his Age of Ultron outfit, having his X-Men Future Past outfit. I mean, now, it would just be super dope. And so let me know in the comments, do y'all like Quicksilver? I think Quicksilver would be pretty cool to add to the game for sure. Again, with X-Men, I got Nightcrawler. I mean, Nightcrawler would just be so freaking cool. Especially with the abilities that they gave to Doctor Strange and how we can see how they can open up portals and stuff like that. Like, just imagine Nightcrawler teleporting across the map, going behind enemy lines, and then coming back, hitting you a little bit, teleporting away. Like, man, it would just be so cool. I see Nightcrawler as obviously a duelist. Again, you could argue he could be a support, but no, I honestly see him as a duelist. I think he would be kind of like an in and out, like Spider-Man for sure. I think for his abilities, he would be like have like a disappear trick, just like Psylocke, where she can disappear. And I think it would just be super dope having him teleport across the map. Would be pretty freaking cool. So I think it's just a given. I think they gotta add Nightcrawler. I mean, he would be so freaking cool. Nightcrawler would look amazing. Nightcrawler would be so much fun to play. And I think it's just a given. I think a lot of people would want Nightcrawler to have in the game for sure. My last pick, saving the best for last, we got Gambit. I mean, he is made for this game. I'm telling y'all, like with his playing cards, with his staff, he is made for this game. And honestly, I can see him kind of like playing like a Black Widow in the sense that, you know, Black Widow has her sniper and her batons. So he could have his playing cards and then swap to his big ass staff, and it would just be cool. And he would have team up with Wolverine, maybe power up his claws to have like explosive damage. I think that would be super dope. Having Gambit in the game is a must have, especially after the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Everyone loves Gambit. I love Gambit. We've been robbed a Gambit movie. We need Gambit in the game. So Marvel Rivals, if you're watching this video, please add Gambit. I mean, everyone wants it. I know everyone watching this wants Gambit in the game, so come on. You need to add Gambit. Honorable mentions. I have an honorable mention here. I have Iceman. So the reason why I picked Iceman is because I need you guys to hear me out. His team ups would be super dope. He could team up with Luna Snow, and I think he should team up with Luna Snow and Hulk. I think Hulk should have frozen fists where it does a bunch of damage, where his fists turn to ice blocks, and he's just punching people in the face with his ice blocks. I mean, come on, that would look so cool. I can see Iceman as, again, I can see him as a support player, honestly. I think having Iceman as a support player would be super dope, and then having him, you know, with his abilities, I think, again, for his team up ability, he would freeze Hulk's fist to do more damage. I think he could have another where he can kind of like put ice all around the map and just like go faster, maybe help out Luna Snow with moving around the map. So again, a lot of mobility, a lot of stuff like that. I think Iceman would be pretty cool, but then again, Iceman's not a super known character, so it's hard to say. That's why I kind of put him in the honorable mentions, but I just came up with a team up ability where he freezes Hulk's fist and then it just turns cool, and I just thought that was a super dope idea. Let me know in the comments section down below. Is that a cool team up ability? Let me know. But honestly, I think they can have a lot of fun with this game. I've had so much fun with this game, man. Like, how much hours I put into this game already is crazy. So I'm loving this game, and I can't wait for the future of this game. Can't wait to see all the different characters that they add. Let me know in the comments down below what characters I missed, and maybe in the next video I will go off of what your guys' comments are and explain how their abilities would work. But again, let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you guys want some gameplay videos, please let me know. I would love to do some gameplay videos. Like I said, I play this game so much, and I'm pretty good at it. I mean, 40 and 12 is pretty good in a competitive game. Anyways, y'all, this has been Got Rivals. So Rivals fans, if you want more content, please like, please sub, please comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.